There's a lot of trouble going on in the crypto world behind the scenes. There is a rumor going around that BlackRock, the world's biggest company, has no interest in XRP coin. A lot of people think that BlackRock will be able to destroy XRP's value, and that's the end of it. Ladies and gentlemen, don't jump to conclusions just yet. Crypto experts say that XRP could go up to $1,000 or even higher, despite the fear. Let us do it one step at a time. Watch this whole video. Let's get right to the point without any more nonsense. Nota bene. Ant recently sent out a tweet that went viral and said that BlackRock is going to buy $9 trillion worth of XRP in 2025. This set the XRP community on fire. It sounds like a dream come true for everyone who owns XRP that the world's biggest asset manager would invest unimaginable amounts of money in it. But things aren't nearly as dramatic or complex as they seem, at least for now. Right now, BlackRock isn't buying XRP and isn't getting ready to start an XRP ETF either. Market experts agree that BlackRock's main focus is still on the Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs that have already made them a lot of money. Bitwise's chief investment officer Matt Hogan said that even though interest in XRP is growing, it still hasn't hit the level of steady, large-scale demand that would make BlackRock want to invest in it. It's important to note that BlackRock usually waits for long-term interest in a new market before entering it. XRP, despite having a strong community, hasn't shown that kind of progress yet. For those who don't know, an ETF is a type of tradable investment product that stands for assets like stocks, commodities, cryptocurrencies, or commodities. If a crypto ETF is approved, buyers will be able to buy crypto assets through regular brokerage accounts, even if they don't own the coins themselves. Big money, like pension funds, banks, and insurance companies can now join the market legally and safely. This could change the game. If BlackRock supported an XRP ETF, it would bring a lot of money into the market, make a lot of people want to buy XRP, and most likely drive up its price a lot. There is a reason BlackRock is not ready to say anything yet, though. An expert on ETFs, Nate Garassi, said it's still too early to tell what BlackRock is planning. He told them that BlackRock is very interested in how government agencies, especially the SEC, handle the first XRP ETF applications from companies like Grayscale and Franklin Templeton. Because the case between Ripple and the SEC has been going on for so long and has been so messy, no one is sure how the SEC will handle XRP in the future. Charles Gasparino, a senior correspondent for Fox Business, made it clear that BlackRock won't do anything major until regulation is clear. BlackRock's reputation was already hurt when a fake XRP ETF application showed up in 2023 and caused chaos and misunderstanding in the market. The company has been very careful about how it handles anything that has to do with XRP since then. BlackRock might get involved with XRP in the end, but it might not be the clear win that many people think it will be. BlackRock's goal isn't to give regular XRP holders more power, it's to keep clients and owners in control and make as much money as possible for them. If they make an XRP ETF, they would probably own the XRP assets that it is based on. This would let regular buyers watch the price go up or down without actually owning the tokens. Some of the decentralization ideas that cryptocurrencies were based on could be lost as a result. The XRP environment could become more centralized. Even worse, it could give even more power to big companies that can change the price of XRP by buying and selling huge amounts of it. This would leave regular holders open to the whims of the market. BlackRock is known for waiting until the right time to act, so they are not in a hurry. They are keeping an eye on the XRP community, the price, changes in the law, and how people feel about the crypto market as a whole. If things get just right, they will move. They are in charge not to help small businesses but to protect their own interest. There is a strong desire for BlackRock to buy a lot of XRP. It makes me feel hopeful. It makes you think. Still, people who own XRP need to be sensible. There may be new chances and difficulties in the future that could completely change what XRP stands for. True crypto experts aren't scared off by this confusion, though. In fact, it's made them feel even better about themselves. They are still determined and think that the value of XRP will go through the roof, which could shock the whole market. There could be a big surprise in XRP's past coming up next, and trust me, you are not ready for it. The positive vibes around XRP are only getting stronger. Recently, a strong tweet by Jack the Rippler went viral. It said that Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple's CEO, had indirectly confirmed that the price of XRP will one day hit Bitcoin's levels. Even though Garlinghouse has always been careful about what he says, the XRP community took his most recent statements as a clear sign. There will be big things. Cryptocurrency is a world where fear and hope can spread just as easily as worry, and people who believe in XRP are more fired up than ever right now. Levi is one of those who say that having even 1000 XRP today could be the best thing you ever do. Even though XRP is only worth a few dollars right now, the thought of what it could become in the future is very exciting. What made things worse was Steph's bold tweet, "We're going to print millions together in 2025. The XRP faithful are quickly getting the sense that they are on the verge of something important. At the same time, voices like Brett and XRP Dragon are making forecasts that are almost impossible to believe. Brett said that XRP can't be cheap. $10,000 0 cents is coming soon. While XRP Dragon warned that many people would sell for $10 0 cents, the real believers, those who know what they're holding, were waiting for $10,000 0 cents. Some people think it sounds crazy and almost impossible, but this is crypto, and things that didn't seem possible before can happen faster than anyone thinks. These hopes are backed up by a more detailed plan from the well-known crypto expert Barry C. He has laid out a clear plan for XRP, starting at a price that can go up to $3 0 cents, then $5 0 cents, and finally $10 0 cents to $20 0 cents during the next altcoin season. This isn't just a guess, it has to do with things that happen in the real world, like formal adoption. Barry C. points out that the token could start to rise toward $1 0 cents once banks and other large financial institutions start using XRP for liquidity, not just keeping it but also moving global capital with it. And if that happens, the next step could be a big deal, a march toward $1 0 cents per XRP. Barry C. also doesn't think this is a simple moonshot. He says that there will be no more volatility once XRP is a basic part of the world's banking system. No more wild swings in the price of XRP between highs and lows. Instead, XRP might stay at $1 0 cents. It should be seen less as a risky asset and more as the new backbone of international banking. He tells people to say goodbye to cheap XRP because regular buyers won't be able to get it again at these prices once that level of institutional use locks in. That being said, XRP is definitely at the center of a huge change. People who know about XRP's price and promise can see why the community isn't giving up even when big Wall Street firms like BlackRock play it safe. Things get even more interesting from here on out. Even though we already know that Ripple's goal is to change the whole financial system, what's really going on will blow your mind. Let's look into Ripple's hidden relationships and the real things they're doing now that could make a huge difference for people who own XRP. That's why XRP is getting a lot of attention. It's not just small players either. When Nasdaq-listed company Digital Commodity Capital added a large amount of XRP to its corporate treasury, it made news as a big move. This is a big deal. The company bought